Hey Ryan, I was going to instead of having to show you live, I figured I'd just give you a quick little tutorial of some tricks and some kind of what I did. First off, I'm gonna exit out. You exit out the same way, that top right little thing. Um, and you get in, you're going to get in the same way, but it's going to look a little different. Instead of that last XBMC, I changed the version up a little bit, so it's SPMC right there. So you click that, launch application, and then it's going to say Semper, and then it's going to bring you to this screen. So I added library integration for movies and TV shows, what you're going to see. And then there's an app for movies and there's an app for TV shows, but seldom will you be in those apps. The app that we were running last time, that Stream app, as soon as that's updated, that'll be put on here too, but um, they're kind of redundant, all these apps. The Stream one pulls from a different source, but all these other ones kind of pull from a wide variety of sources, so it's redundant to have a lot of them on there. But anyhow, you have your videos section that you're not really going to mess with. You'll be going into your movie section, your TV section. The weather is automatically pulled. I think it's like a 5 or 7 day forecast or something. Settings, and then the apps. The two apps are the Go Movies and Go TVs right there. So basically, what I've done is I've integrated those apps with your on-board library for movies and TV shows. So it could automatically pull everything from those apps to the library. So if I go into, like, I've already loaded some movies and TV shows in there. That's why I was asking you earlier today. But anyhow, so if you go into like movies, it brings you, to movies that are already on your. I put these on there. It only takes a second to put on there. That I've already loaded onto your system, and I can go back, and the same thing with the TV shows. Uh, you know, so whatever TV shows that you wanted on there. Oh, I started watching Scandal because I was just testing out all the streams, like episode 1, season 1, like the first 2 minutes. God damn, that looks like a good show. I'm gonna have to watch that, or at least the first minute of the first season got me hooked. Thanks, Megan, for that tip. Okay, so that's gonna be where you're spending most of your time in the application. Either if you're gonna watch a movie, it's most likely gonna be in here, or your TV shows are all preloaded in the TV show section. Now, let's just say that you want to add a TV show that isn't in there. So you would go to your TV shows app, which is Go TV right down at the bottom left. So you go into that app, and it takes you to a screen like this. And there's several ways of organizing TV shows. You can go click popular, view it by rating, by the numbers of views, active shows, trending shows, search by genre, or you can just do a flat out search from the title. So if we were to go to, say, let's just say popular right here, and you'll see at the top it says working, please wait. So it's pulling all the information off the internet. So it just pulled it. So it just organizes by popular movies. So say I'll find one that's not on your not in your database, or not in your library, excuse me. Let's see here. Okay, American Horror Story. So there's two ways of adding things to your library for movies. You have two different options. If a TV show is still going on, then you add it as a subscription. If a TV show has ended, say something like Arrested Development, there's no more shows, the show's over, then you just add it to your library. Now, when you add something to a subscription, what it does is I have it set for every 10 hours it searches for an update to see if there's been a new episode released. So you don't want to put, I wouldn't necessarily say extra strain on your system, but you don't need it to be doing unnecessary computer work if a show's already ended. That way you just code it as add to library instead of add to subscription. So the key button that you're going to be using is this one with the 3 lines, so you can't see it there. And that's pretty much what you'll be using for most commands within XBMC. So if you wanted to add a movie, or excuse me, a TV show, you click that button and it brings up a bunch of options. It says play, TV show information, refresh info, add subscription, add to library, add to favorites, set TV show views, add-on settings, yada, yada, yada. So the 2 that you're going to be worried about right now are the add subscription and add library. Now, American Horror Story, this show is still going on. So this is something that you would click add to subscription. So I'll do that right now. Add to subscription. And then it might take a minute or a few seconds. And boom, at the top right there, it says American Horror Story added to subscriptions. Now, so if I were to go to How I Met Your Mother, that show recently ended. So if we wanted to add that to your library, we would click that same button and then just go add to library. No need to add a subscription for that because the show's already ended. So in a couple seconds. And generally the longer the more episodes there have been on a show, the longer it's going to take to add it. Okay, just added it because it has to pull what they call metadata, which is information on each season, each episode, plot summaries for each episode, graphics for each episode, like a screenshot, things like that. So we could back out of here by pressing the back button, and it takes us back to the main screen of the application where you can, organize or search by genre or, what have you. You could do the main search button here, and you could search either by TV show or by actor. So if we were to search by TV show, and I'll just use, say, Arrested Development, and I'll type in RRESTED. So I just typed in Arrested. I'm too lazy to type in Development. So I do a search on that, and then there's 2 TV shows that pop up that have the word Arrested. Can't Get Arrested and Arrested Development. So you hit that button, and then boom, add to library. And voila, added to your library folder. Now, it's set to, your library folder is set to automatically update every 10 hours. Well, if you just added something to your library and you don't want to wait that 10 hours, what you could do is click that same button from within your TV shows menu. Click that button, right click, and go right there at the very bottom. It says update library. So if you click that, it's going to update your library on the fly. So it says scanning for new content up at top. So it'll add each show individually. The first one looks like it's adding is How I Met Your Mother. So a lot of seasons, a lot of episodes on How I Met Your Mother. So that one might take a minute or two to fully add in the library. Now, once it's added in the library, everything is already downloaded as far as the information, the graphics, images. So there's no lag time or wait time for loading. So which is a benefit. Now, if you didn't want to add something to your library and you just wanted to watch one episode of one TV show, you could still play these episodes through the Go TV app. You don't have to add it to your library. The library functionality makes things easier on you only because it kind of creates a shortcut for you, and it creates kind of a really organized way of viewing all of your media. So this is the TV show section. The movie section, it's pretty much the kind of the same thing, only with movies there isn't a subscription. It's just straight add to the library. So what we can do here is we can go to the Go Movies app right there. Click that, and it's going to bring up kind of like the main screen, much like the Go TV option. They have box office, which I think organizes it from the biggest box office hits, money taken, probably. Views is probably the most viewed content movie on the application. Popular is probably it's probably a lot of things in theaters right now. So if I'm curious to see what popular is, so I'm going to click on that. Oh, okay. So I'm glad I clicked on that. So popular is things that are popular right now. So it's bringing up, okay, Captain America, The Winter Soldier, Divergent, Amazing Spider-Man 2. These are currently in theaters. So while you could add this to your library right now, but if you try to view it right now, the quality on the quality on the stream is going to be very shitty because it hasn't been released. The production studios haven't released it in high def yet. So I mean, you could add it, but it's not going to be playing in high def. But the good thing about adding something like this to the library is when it becomes available in high def, it'll automatically be synced into your library in high def. There's nothing that you'll need to do. So you know that's beneficial. Yeah. So these are looks like all new movies. I mean, if you wanted to watch them in crappy quality, you could. So I'll just, for shits and giggles right now, I'll click that button, and we're on Noah right now, and I'm going to go right there, and it says right down there, add to library. So click that. Noah 2014 added to your library. So I can go back out of here, and well, first off, I'm going to go back to the TV shows, and the TV shows that we just added. So I forget what we added. So we added Arrested Development. That's now in our system. We added How I Met Your Mother. That's now right there. And we added, the hell else did we add? I'm brain dead, god damn it. Maybe it was just those two. Anyhow, so now those are added. So they organize it by season. So you click on How I Met Your Mother, then there you go, season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, what have you. And the cool thing about this is also the library feature is that you can keep track of where you are in a season. You know, if you're watching something that's 5, 6, 7 seasons long, or you know has 26 episodes per season, and you forget where you finish or your last episode. There's a box on the right hand side of each episode list, and there'll be a check mark in there if you've watched it. If you want to manually check mark something, you can click that button on your remote, and you can just click right there, mark as watched. But we're not going to do that right now. So that was added. Let me go back to movies. So the same thing with movies. I think the movies subscription or movie library is only set to update every 15 hours or something. So you'll need to automatically update it as well if you want to. So I think I put Noah in there. So if I right click and go update library, scan, it says scanning for new content at the top. And then it's adding Noah right now. So it's downloading all the information about the movie, all the images, metadata, and if I knew how to spell, then I would have gone to it. Boom, it's right there. Now, let's see here. Now, you could also, so if I just click on movies, it takes us